In the enchanted realm where pop anthems meet fairy tale folklore, few casting rumors have ignited as much fervor as the whispers of Sabrina Carpenter stepping into the golden locks of Rapunzel for Disney's latest live-action endeavor. At just 26, the Pennsylvania native has evolved from a Disney Channel darling into a global pop phenomenon, her voice a siren call blending breathy vulnerability with powerhouse belts that have dominated charts and festival stages alike. Songs like Espresso and Please 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 haven't just topped Billboard. They've become cultural earworms, soundtracking everything from viral TikToks to late-night drives. So when word leaked that she was in deep discussions to portray the iconic long-haired princess in a live-action adaptation of Tangled, the internet collectively held its breath. Fans, long starved for a heroine who mirrored Sabrina's blend of whimsy, wit and unapologetic femininity, saw it as destiny. But in a twist crueler than any villain's scheme, the deal didn't work out, leaving a trail of heartbroken Swifties, or Carpenters, in its wake. This isn't just a casting casualty, it's a seismic shift in the Disney dream machine, one that's prompted soul-searching alternative suggestions and a rallying cry to make it work. To understand the depth of this letdown, one must rewind to Sabrina's roots, where the seeds of this fairy tale fixation were sown. Born Sabrina Ann Lynn Carpenter in 1999 in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, she was the wide-eyed kid belting show tunes in local theater productions before her 10th birthday. Discovered via a video submission to Miley Cyrus's Next Star, she landed a development deal with Hollywood Records at 12, paving the way for roles in Girl Meets World and Adventures in Babysitting. Those early Disney days weren't without their tween angst, navigating puberty under the glare of child star scrutiny, but they forged her into a performer who could pivot from scripted lines to spontaneous lyrics with effortless grace. By her late teens, she'd shed the good girl image, embracing a bolder persona on albums like Emails I Can't Send, where tracks dissected heartbreak with the precision of a surgeon and the poetry of a confessional poet. Her live shows, electric confections of confetti cannons and choreographed chaos, have sold out arenas worldwide, proving she's no relic of her Disney past but a force redefining it. The Rapunzel rumors hit like a plot twist in one of her own songs. Unexpected, intoxicating and ripe for fan fiction. Tangled, Disney's 2010 animated gem, grossed over $592 million globally, blending Rapunzel's tale of isolation and self-discovery with snarky humor courtesy of sidekick Flynn Rider, voiced by a pitch-perfect Zachary Levi. Its Broadway adaptation and merchandise empire followed, but the siren call of live-action remakes, think Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, has been irresistible for Disney, raking in billions while reigniting nostalgia. Rapunzel, with her 70 feet of luminous hair symbolizing both captivity and empowerment, screamed for a modern update. A heroine who's not just rescued but resilient, her voice not just melodic but multifaceted. Enter Sabrina, whose ethereal blonde waves and vocal range, spanning 3 octaves for the record, made her the uncanny embodiment. Imagine her warbling, "When Will My Life Begin?" with that signature rasp, or duetting "I See the Light" in a lantern-lit finale that would shatter TikTok. Reports suggested negotiations were advanced, with Disney execs touting her as the perfect fit for a project aiming to blend Broadway polish with blockbuster spectacle. The announcement, or rather the anti-announcement, dropped like a guillotine. No official statement from Burbank's Mouse House, just a terse confirmation that talks had fizzled. Details remain shrouded in the non-disclosure fog that cloaks Hollywood deal-making. Was it scheduling clashes with Sabrina's packed tour calendar for her short and sweet era? Creative differences over the script's direction, perhaps leaning too saccharine for her edge? Or the perennial beast of budget overruns, with a Rapunzel tale demanding elaborate CGI tresses and a towering tower set? Whatever the culprit, the void it left was palpable. Social media, that great amplifier of collective joy and despair, became a digital wake. On X, formerly Twitter, the platform where fandoms forge and fracture, users poured out their grief in a torrent of caps-locked lamentations. "What do you mean it didn't work out? Make it work," one devotee pleaded, channeling the desperation of 1,000 unfulfilled daydreams. Another wailed, "Knew I needed this," their all-caps agony echoing the primal scream of fandom betrayal. The backlash wasn't mere whining, it was a masterclass in communal mourning, laced with sharp analysis and silver linings hunting. "Can't lie, she would have nailed it." Curious to see who they pick now, mused a level-headed fan, their disappointment tempered by intrigue. Anger bubbled too. "Just cancel the live action if it didn't work out," fired one skeptic, weary of Disney's remake fatigue that's churned out hits like The Little Mermaid but flops like Pinocchio. The conversation splintered into speculative branches, with users nominating dream casts like a murderer's row of talent. Sydney Sweeney emerged as a frontrunner, her euphoria-honed sensuality and rom-com charm making her a sultry, grounded Rapunzel. Sydney Sweeney would have been perfect but without the singing, which makes Sabrina the best person for this. Make it work, argued one ex-user, unwittingly highlighting Sabrina's trump card, her pipes. Others tossed in Elle Fanning, the ethereal Maleficent star whose porcelain features scream fairytale royalty, Amanda Seyfried, whose Mamma Mia vocals could carry a kingdom, Mandy Moore, the original animated Rapunzel voice in a meta full-circle moment, and pint-sized prodigy McKenna Grace, bringing youthful fire to the tower-bound teen. This fan frenzy isn't just noise, it's a microcosm of why Sabrina resonates so deeply. Her career arc mirrors Rapunzel's own, trapped in a gilded cage of expectations, yearning for the world beyond. From Disney's structured sets to the wilds of pop stardom, she's reinvented herself thrice over. The bubbly ingenue, the introspective singer-songwriter, the tongue-in-cheek provocateur. Albums like Singular, Act 2 tackled autonomy and desire with lyrics that cut like diamonds, while her 2024 Short and Sweet tour has been a triumph of theatricality, complete with costume changes that nod to her acting chops. Casting her as Rapunzel wouldn't have been typecasting. It would have been apotheosis, a chance to weave her real-life glow-up into a narrative of liberation. Fans, many of whom grew up alongside her, saw themselves in that mirror, dreamers scaling walls, armed with nothing but talent and tenacity.